Another important part of optimizing your Joomla site is to redirect the non-www dot to a www dot. And let me demonstrate what that means. Sometimes when you go to a website, for example, this is my company site, Tainment Inc. Let me make that small so you can see. If you notice now, you look at the address for the home, it has the www dot. Well, if I were to put in tainmentinc.com without the www dot and I hit enter, it will automatically add this part there. Now this is very, very important for search engines, because if you have a site that doesn't have the www dot, or I'm sorry, the www on there, search engines see that as two different sites. So you want to make sure that you use a process through the 301c redirect, and this can be done through the Htaccess file, that you're going to automatically, every time someone types your website with or without the www on there, is going to automatically redirect it to that. And that has a lot of search engine benefits. So the way that you do this is, first, go to your Joomla admin and you click on global configurations. Now when you're in the global configurations, there are a few things that you want to note. You have the SEO settings, and you have search engine friendly URLs is checked to yes. Use URL rewriting, add suffix to URL, Unicode aliases. All these are set to no right now, but the goal is that with this particular site here, this blog demo site that I have, is I want to be able to make sure that it redirects with the www. Alright, so we'll have this site. When I click on this top news, you notice something, that it has the index.php, which you don't want. If I go to any other page, it's going to have that index.php on that page. And in terms of search engines, that can mess up your rankings, because they don't really understand. That's not telling them anything. So the goal is, you want to be able to remove this and also redirect that particular page so that it always has the www dot next to it. So to accomplish this, let's take a look back at the settings. Where it says use URL rewriting, you want to click that to yes. And if you put your mouse over it, gives you some messages here, you know, that you have to edit the Htaccess file, which I'm going to show you how to do in a minute. And then where it says add suffix to URL, what this is saying is, do you want it, for example, right now it's saying index for this index.php/marketing. If you wanted to add the suffix at the end, is going to be marketing.html. But right now the suffix is set to no. So the only difference when you enable the suffix part is just going to add an HTML at the end of whatever page it is. If you don't want that, just delete it. Personally, I used to have the HTML at the end, but now I just leave that part off. So going back to the admin, I'm going to leave this as no, and these two is no for now. There's a personal preference. You can if you want to, but my focus right now is just to get the index.php off the URL. So once you've checked that, when I click save and I go back, let's see what happens. You notice now that the URL doesn't have the index .php as part of it anymore. Now, the way that was done is you go to your server where the files are being stored, and in my case I have it in a demo platform. So once you're on your cPanel, you want to go to File Manager, and then go to public underscore, and then you want to locate. As you can see right now, I had already changed the htaccess.txt to .htaccess. Normally you have a file here that says htaccess. Let me just show you. Rename. So instead of it being .htaccess, it's something like this. This is how the default looks like. Now if we go back on the site and click top news, this right here has to be changed. Whenever you have the htaccess.txt, every new installation has this htaccess.txt. So what you want to do is you want to rename it. Just delete the txt at the end with the dot and move the dot to the front and rename. And there you have it, the htaccess. So now that you've done that, you want to edit so that when someone goes to that particular page, it's going to include the www dot in the front. So let's edit this. Just right click, code edit. Alright, just a Alright, so we're going to continue editing this .htaccess code edit. Okay, now this is what the htaccess file looks like. You don't want to change anything else in this part, just leave it on exactly how it is. What we're going to do at this point is we're going to set what's called a 301 redirect, and this is going to redirect every time someone put in your website URL without the www dot in front of it. The system is automatically going to add that to it. So I just went to Google and just typed in 301 redirect. It is a basic script, and I'm just going to grab it from this site. Now there's different type of redirects you can set, but for this particular instance, for example, if you want to redirect an old domain to a new one, you use this script right here, but I don't need that. This is what I need: redirect to www using htaccess redirect. Alright, so what you have to do now at this point is just highlight it. You just have to copy this and go back to your .htaccess file, and you want to just paste it there. You want to paste it right above the two hashtags. Paste. Okay, next what you want to do at this point is you want to replace whatever the domain, replace this domain with your website domain. So whatever your website domain is, you want to replace it with that. Now for the purpose of this video, I don't necessarily need this because the Joomla site that I have is on a subfolder. So you want to replace this, and once you're done, you hit save changes, and that should take care of it. So now when someone goes to your website, if they don't put the www in front of it, once they type it in and hit enter, the service automatically through the htaccess is going to redirect them. That's what this means right here. It's going to redirect every request for the website without the www in front of it. Is going to redirect it to with the www in front of it. So that's how you do that, and it's very important for SEO reasons that you make sure that you take care of it. So once you've done that, that's pretty much it.